buying should be banned from the United States of America and across the globe. First, I want to congratulate Senator Cynthia Lummis from the great state of Wyoming and Senator Kristen Gillibrand from my home state, New York State, for coming together and finally agreeing that they want to pass market structure at least through committee. They want to have a full draft version by the end of this week. They're going to talk to banks and to their colleagues on both sides of the aisle. And by next week, the end of next week, before they break for Christmas holiday, they're going to have a vote to vote it out of committee. So hopefully what happens after that is next year in January, they reconvene after a week or so. They vote, they get a full House vote in, and then after the full House vote, they say yes, they send it back to the House. The House passes it like they did last time, and then it goes to President Trump's desk for signing, and then, CFTC is already on board, SEC is already on board. It's just a matter of getting everything implemented ASAP to move fast, especially with going to other countries and making sure that everything moves smoothly with regards to, okay, listen, you guys can't be doing this in the Cayman Islands. You guys can't be doing this in Dubai. You have to let us, the CFTC, our American US CFTC, regulate them, at least like open their books so we know what's going on, so no wash trading. Another thing that's allowed in the TradFi market should be allowed in the DeFi markets. With that being said, segue into OTC buying, which I think should have been part of, banning OTC buying should have been part of the Clarity Act. It's not, for whatever reason, it's not. It is what it is. Baby steps. My personal opinion is that OTC buying should be banned because it's a form of market manipulation. What I mean by market manipulation is this: when an institution wants to buy an ETF product like BlackRock on behalf of its clients, okay, today we're going to buy 1,000 Bitcoin for 5 of our high net worth clients. All they're doing is saying to the exchange, here, give us an IOU contract. A piece of paper means nothing. And we don't actually have to have the Bitcoin, so you guys can keep in your possession. So basically, it doesn't move on the blockchain. There's no effect to the price. This is not right, because when we buy it, obviously we buy it off of Coinbase, we put it on our own wallet, right? After that, we can send it to our hot wallets or our cold wallets, and the price moves, right? When we buy and sell, the price fluctuates. However, when they buy, the price doesn't go up. But when they sell, they alarm everybody. Everybody's like, oh, BlackRock's selling their ETF. People now want to dump. So this is market manipulation. If you want a free market situation with cryptocurrency, what you have to do is make it so that everybody has to play by the same rules. No matter if you're a big institution or a retail investor or a crypto OG, if you buy crypto, that should move on the blockchain. That should go into somebody's possession. Maybe they still have, Coinbase as a custodian, but if you have a situation where it's like, okay, if you want to buy it OTC, you don't want to possess it, you want Coinbase to hold it, take it off of the exchange, make it move on the blockchain to a wallet that's not accessible, so that you can actually see the activity and the price can adjust, right? We know the stock markets, it's just like the crypto markets. They move on price movement. Oh yeah, fundamentals. We learned during the meme stock craze something really important. Remember, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We went to the meme stock craze because anything was happening, or they had they had some amazing new product, they moved because people were pumping the fuck out of the price. The crypto market's the same thing. The difference being is that, remember, in the stock market, if a sovereign wealth fund actually buys GameStop, or they actually buy, I don't know, let's just say Tesla, they actually have to buy the stock off the New York Stock Exchange. And when they buy it, guess what? The price is affected. When they sell it, the price is also affected. The price goes up and down. Again, until you change that in the crypto markets, and you get to a point where it's commonplace that OTC buying does not happen, and every single time 1 cent is bought of Bitcoin by a BlackRock, an ETF, or anything, you see it move on the blockchain, you're not going to have free and fair markets. I honestly think one of the reasons why the prices are so low right now and so suppressed is because they're allowed to do this, right? Bank of America, all these banks want in. Is it a coincidence that all these banks want in, right? And they're working with the US senators to draft the crypto legislation. And as they're coming in, the prices are staying low. That makes no fucking sense. People, it just screams of like, hey, we're doing this in your face. We're keeping the prices low as we can for as long as possible, so we can provide this to our high net worth clients, because they're starting with their high net worth clients first. Bank of America, PNC, don't get it twisted. They are going to provide it to regular retail clients like you and I, but they're first letting their high net worth clients, the ones that have $10 million accounts, $20 million accounts, let them eat first, and then let us plebs eat last. hey, it is what it is. The high net worth clients, those are the ones that make the rules. However, again, I don't like the fact that they can manipulate the price this way. I think this should be against the law. And maybe we signed a deal with the devil because we were like, listen, we want these policies to be signed in the bank lobby. Is like, listen, we'll let you sign these policies, we'll let you do this, but you got to do it our way too. You're not going to get everything you want when you're lobbying with these organizations. You're always going to have, it's always a give and get. Just like, besides OTC, stablecoin legislation, where they basically said they can't allow people to actually earn yield on stable coins, where you can earn yield. Like if you buy USDC on Coinbase and you hold it there, they give you 5.5% back, which is way higher than any bank will give you. If anything, you have to pay the bank money to keep your fucking money in the bank. USDC is like, hey, keep it in our stable coin and we'll just give you 5.5% every year. Again, OTC, ban that motherfucker. But keep in mind that this is baby steps. And hopefully next year we can start to address this after the Clarity Act, after the taxes, then we can start to finally address the fact that we should ban over-the-counter buying of crypto so the prices can actually reflect buying and selling as they're supposed to in a normal, healthy market do, upwards and onwards.